It's week 9 of the NFL, and the focus is on Rashad Penny. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Eagles and the Cowboys, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week, though.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference. You'll let it slide. But, hey, that number well within his range. You know he's got the arm to do it in this one.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week:
21 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, and they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd down and 13. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Penny. Down the left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 42 yards rushing for him now, his first 2 carries of the ball game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Rashad Penny hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott now. A quick throw there is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Prescott yet again. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Let's go back over Dak Prescott's career. 6 rushing touchdowns in each of his first 3 years, but only 1 in each of the last 2 seasons. As a veteran, he's become much more judicious about when it's time to take the ball and go for the end zone.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he returns this to the 22.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Well, come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on the keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The Eagles at 7-1 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
But first down, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Now a 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw.
That's complete, right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Grant Calcaterra.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
You got to figure it out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that would a long 11-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And time to get another look at this Cowboys offense.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So the completion good for just 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. Fighting to stay upright. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The Eagles got a solid first half from last year's MVP runner-up, Jalen Hurts. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. Yeah, and Brandon Gott.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Penny, a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Flush to his right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And down inside the 15 he goes. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 13 now they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Jalen Hurts with another touchdown rushing. 13 touchdowns, led all quarterbacks last year on the ground. No one else had more than 8. And, of course, we all remember the 3-touchdown game in the Super Bowl. So called running plays or scrambles, Jalen Hurts is dangerous.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter play. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Throwing, Prescott. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Pollard will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Now Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
At the Cowboys 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Penny will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And again, it's Prescott.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Prescott on play action.
Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. To throw is Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. 2nd down, Prescott.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here's Penny on the counter. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Philadelphia, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.